That's how it is with God's love, once you've experienced it. So, Shirley Lise, L-I-S-E. I want to say Lice. Doesn't sound right. She had a new vision about how God wants some good Bible teachers, some people for ministry to help bring the kingdom come, like that billion soul vision of that, what's his name? Wu, I can't remember, Jason Wu, or I can't remember his name, Wong. So anyway, what she's saying, it fits what I've been saying for so long, that if you want to be a teacher, there's going to be a lot of kids, probably 72 million that were boarded here. So Sermon on the Mount was like the first thing I started teaching third graders. It's the easiest teaching I've probably ever done, and the funnest too, with 5 kids eating it up and teaching ad lib off the top of my head. Poor in spirit, what is rich in spirit, what does that mean? And kids were eating it up. So if you want to get ready for your beautiful future that looks like it might be coming really quick, might be a good idea to just listen to Sermon on the Mount a few times and kind of get it in your head and start doing it, because when you get that experience, it's a lot easier to teach it when you're loving God right and loving your neighbor right. Like, well, many of these pastors have been lying thieves, so they can't do either one right, because they're praying to a prince and robbing their neighbor, and well, tithing was robbery from the gate. That's what Jesus said. So let's just say they're liars and thieves, and they don't know God, so they can't teach a Sermon on the Mount or any of these things because they never experienced it or anything. See? So another thing was pretty wild. I was going through Genesis last night. I never thought about it, but Cain, after he killed Abel, was just kicking back, and God said, "Hey, where's your brother?" And he goes, "What am I, my brother's keeper?" It's kind of like right now, if God said, "Hey, where's your neighbor?" How many Christians would go, "Who's my neighbor? That guy that's going to burn in hell?" Pretty much same scene. Since they've been lied and thieved all these years, they're all zombified in their hearts. And then Joseph was sold into slavery in Egypt, the land of Baal, Mammon worship of Egypt. And Washington and Jefferson seem to have sold us into Egypt slavery at the founding of our country, so we could love money as God, because we're in the church curse stage before the Third World War disaster and the Star Trek plan. So it's probably a good idea to just kind of draw close to him, draw near to him, so he'll draw near to you, and not draw near to these princes in their extermination factories, because times are getting a little wild, and it's really good to be on the Chargers team that are gonna win real quick. And teaching would be fun with him when there's no lies, all truth, and God is really everywhere. All love, no hate, and none of that, "Who's my neighbor? That guy that's going to hell?" Because that'll be the 7 Dead Seas that they'll all be in, that are saying, "Yep, there's guys going." That's where they'll mirrors suck that way, you know.